What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Creator Show, our bi-weekly look into the people that make Roblox awesome through games, art, videos, whatever. If you guys make cool things on Roblox, you're on the Creator Show. I'm Jack in the Blocks, joined by Blockhawk.
What's up, everybody?
And this week, we've got a very special episode. I say that every time, but it's always very special.
It's always true.
Because I'm very excited every time we have people. They're awesome people. We've got the creators of the sci-fi shooter extravaganza Hex with us, Owen0202 and Silent Swords. Hey, guys.
Hello.
All right. So, sorry to interrupt you guys. Why don't you give some intros about who you are, where you're from, and what you do on Hex?
Okay, well, my name's Owen. I'm a student in England, and I was in charge of developing the main game engine for Hex, so all of the shooting mechanics and how the game plays.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm Silent Swords, aka Vincent. I'm from the Netherlands, and I've co-created Hex together with Owen. And I've done most of the engine work as well, together with some designer aspects.
Awesome. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Hex, Hex is a sci-fi third-person team-based shooter that might look familiar if you play a lot of video games. Can you guys talk about the inspiration for Hex?
Yeah. Do you want to take it on, Owen? Or?
Yeah, go on then. I guess we always played a lot of shooters when we were younger, and every time we tried to make a game on Roblox, it's always been us trying to make a shooter of some sort.
Yeah,
We tried a lot, and we weren't very good beforehand. We finally got to the point we can put one together now.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool.
So we thought, yeah, let's make our ultimate shooter.
Awesome.
And that's Hex.
What are your favorite shooters outside of Roblox?
Well, my favorites are, well, obviously Halo. I've also played a lot of Call of Duty in my younger days. Not so much anymore. I also like a lot of Battlefield, like driving the tank a lot, and well, some newer shooters like the new Wolfenstein, and that's basically it. Yeah.
Cool. What about you, Owen?
No, I play far less than I used to, but when I played a lot more, I was big on Team Fortress.
Nice.
I tried to get into Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike, yeah, that's a good one.
Halo, I mean, you may not have heard of it, but that was
What's Halo?
Yeah. Seriously.
Gotta adjust the,
Yeah, let's get that game sound in there.
get some sound going,
Yeah,
some zap
We're
zaps.
turn the sounds up for you guys so you can hear these, because the sound is actually one of the really excellent parts about Hex. There's a lot of, it's really tight. Like I like you see Andrew right there, he's firing like an assault rifle, but like there's a sound effect for every bullet that fires out of there, which is kind of a nice touch. That's,
I had a cool sort of laser sounding, like pew pew kind of weapon.
Yes, it's very pew pew.
Yes.
As opposed to blam blam.
Blam blam.
Blam. I said blam blam in like the lamest way possible.
Blam
Blam
blam.
blam, you guys. I go hard. All right. So guys, can you describe the kind of process from kind of like conception to publishing Hex? Like, what was like the first part of it that you started with?
Well, we obviously started with a concept, of course. And the concept for Hex was actually a lot different than the final outcome.
Oh, radical,
Yeah, like radically. We initially had this idea for this huge map that was divided into hexagons, like the 6 corner shapes.
Interesting.
Okay.
And there were 3 factions that you could join in the first time you joined, and each faction could like capture a bit of territory, and you would end up with a bit of a sort of country kind of idea, and the borders would fight against each other, and the position of the hexagon would indicate what area you would be fighting in.
Wow.
So that was like the initial idea.
That sounds cool. It's kind of like a shooter risky strats.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of a cool mix. Well, we wanted to use the universes, and well, it went pretty well, but we ended up like diminishing the idea because it was a bit too complex, a bit
Too much for us.
too
We weren't
much.
good enough.
Yeah, like Hex already took us like a year to make, and if we went on with the original idea, we probably would have at least used another year. So we didn't really want to do that. Yeah.
Interesting. So I find that interesting with the Roblox. It's kind of similar to like the kind of earlier days of video game development, that you have to find like a balance between like your ultimate vision and then the limitations that you're working with. Do you find that kind of challenge exciting?
Definitely, because I can remember from the old SNES days, like the old Super Nintendo, where like limitations were in fact like sort of a driving factor, and like it was like a challenge to like get to the maximum capacity and use these limitations to make an original game.
Right.
And well, in a way, that kind of works the same with Roblox, in a certain way.
Yeah, I kind of find that those things, if done well, they actually become almost iconic parts of games. Like the notion of like random battles in RPGs are because they couldn't show enemies on screen and there wasn't enough memory. But now that's that's how RPGs work in your brain.
The same with the Space Invaders, I believe. Like they had too many objects on the screen, and that caused the objects to slow down or something. And like when there were less Space Invaders, they would speed up.
I'm gonna go faster. That's right. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I mean, what I find very cool about, at least Roblox especially, is that I don't think of any other game you can kind of like evolve it so much when you're going through it. So our first stage was so different to what our final stage was. It went in one direction for a while, and went in another direction. We could easily add and change things. And I think if you're ever working on a larger scale than this, you wouldn't be able to do that so easily. So
Yeah.
that's one thing I enjoyed about the process.
And that's a good point for kind of the aspiring developers out there, that kind of the original game that you set out to make might not be what the finished product looks like at all, and that's totally okay. That's part of the process. But so I would say, what was kind of your biggest challenge in making Hex? Was there something that like you just had to like leave on the cutting room floor?
I'd say the networking issue was a bit difficult because we'd never made a game before where there was so much information traveling between the client and the server, and it all had to arrive in the exact right order and be dealt with in the right way. And that's the very, very boring part of making a game. You think it's going to be great fun. You think, oh, I'm going to be, pretty good. Something I've been, thinking of all the time. But so much of it ended up being just tweaking with these little, the way the server interacted. And in the end, it was totally worth it. So I wouldn't recommend anyone not trying it because of the struggles around the way. But that was definitely a tough thing to get past.
Can you give an example of like when it comes to server communication and like passing information along, like how a challenge that you ran into with that, and maybe how you kind of got around it?
Well, one issue I think, especially in a lot of games have this, is how to get the immediate feedback there for the player. So if you say you throw a grenade, you want the player to see the arm move and the grenade be thrown immediately. But you also want, you also don't want to put the client in charge, like the server needs to handle the grenade. And so you had to figure out a way of kind of showing it for the player but for nobody else, and then showing it for everyone else individually afterwards, and making sure it matched up on every player saw the same thing. And that ended up being quite a challenge.
What did you do to get around it? Can you explain that?
I think a lot of research was and a lot of trial and error. I wouldn't want to fish out the exact way I approached it, but I think our basic idea was we created a separate a separate instance for the client, and the things that happened to the client were completely separate to everyone else. So we tried to kind of like create a big divide that way, and then do everything individually for each client rather than overall on the server.
Right.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And don't want to bore anyone.
No, it's cool. It's very interesting to hear how people, the challenges you have to deal with, I guess, when you have a complicated or complex game. So it's all part of the process, though, is like as you get more advanced, you kind of have to be aware of that stuff a little more and solve those problems.
Yeah, it's very rewarding, though. I mean, once
I would think so.
Finally your game works, that's a good feeling.
Great. Yeah.
Cool. So this is the second time we've had a developing duo on the show. How has the process been working as a team? And do you guys have any like tips for people who are trying to like team up and work on games?
I'll let you go first.
Well, I suppose we've known each other for a long time, and I think it's been 7 years now, I think.
Okay.
And well, the sort of process behind it is that, well, we used to only use text chat, in order to discuss our developing stuff. I would recommend using Skype because it's probably a lot better to get your communications up and running.
Okay.
So that's. Other than that.
I think getting used to each other's codes is a big thing. Because a big thing from lots of time
definitely.
is you look at someone else's code and you go, it's utterly unrecognizable. But if you kind of work with someone for a while in a lot of projects, you start to influence each other.
I see that. I never even thought about that like everyone kind of, even though it's the same language and the same kind of like logic trains, there's slight variations.
Some truly appalling people who do diabolical stuff.
Yeah, I mean, everyone codes in his own way, so you kind of have to adjust to each other and make it readable, and make sure it's well documented. Those are the things you really need to look out for. Yeah.
Do you guys use anything to document your guys' progress?
Well, we do have I keep a change log for all the updates I do, and I usually just tell Owen what the update is, and we don't really make use of any shared drives or anything.
We really should, though.
We really should, definitely. We're going to use that for our next project.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would recommend using it for sure, because it can be a hassle for sure.
Definitely. A lot of our developers really recommend Trello and other similar programs also for kind of keeping track of their who's doing what and splitting up stuff. And
a lot of people have been talking about that. Yeah. You guys do use that?
No, I briefly tried it out.
Actually.
What did look cool on it was the way that you could kind of create polls for people in different areas. You could find out what the players wanted. And there's not many great ways directly engaging with players like that. So
yeah, it's true. That's another good way. It's a good program. Shout out to Trello, the unofficial sponsor of the Creator Show.
They can pay us later.
Yeah, call them up.
Yeah. So Trello, Skype, those two things seem to be like pretty common themes in terms of people working together, and then maybe something to manage versions of the game and code stuff. So there are a lot of good tools out there that are free for people to use and collaborate.
Definitely.
Yes. I suppose the best way would be to actually see each other in real life and have like an office or something.
Of course,
really of course. Yeah.
But since that's not always like reasonable, and you guys are young, and it's nice that there are tools that'll let you still get the job done.
Yeah. Have you guys hung out in real life? Have you done a game jam?
We probably wouldn't even get on. I might kind of really hate you.
Who knows?
You guys just immediately get into a fist fight.
Yeah.
Hex is over. All right. So, you guys have a new update coming out soon.
Yes.
That we should plug. You want to tell us about what new features are going to be added to Hex soon?
Yeah, sure. I mean, this is quite embarrassing because we had the update completely ready, and we were just testing it about we tested it for about an hour. Then half an hour before the stream, every server started to break. And then we revoked all the servers to the old version, and all the old servers broke too. So people playing Hex now, they're probably noticing just everything left, right, and centre is breaking, and we seem to be in the one server here that works.
It's a golden server, yeah.
Yeah, we'll stay in this one.
Yep.
In terms of content for the update, our main feature was we've introduced a new game mode, which is going to be a control point based.
Yeah, it's got domination.
We've introduced a new map made by Mike, who's made. It's his third map he's made for us now. He's very talented.
What's the username?
Maker,
There's always Mike1291.
Mike1291. Shout out.
Yeah.
He's been brilliant, and he always gives us great work.
Great guy.
Then there's new equipment, a new feature where you can kind of select what the next round is. You can pay some credits and then pick what the next map and mode is going to be.
Yep.
So you're not playing Artifact on the same map again and again and again. And little things after that, like we've changed all the equipment, so you've got infinite grenades now, and Bandolier gives you infinite ammo, so little tweaks as well.
Okay.
Well, infinite in the sense of like it recharges. Like we used to have 2 grenades per spawn, but now you have 2 grenades, then you wait about 10 seconds, I believe, and you get 1 more grenade. Wait another 10 seconds, you get another grenade. So that's kind of to balance out the fact that we don't have ammo replenishing.
Because currently, anyone who's familiar with Hex will realise that evading jetpack or anyone use, all the grenades are useless. And we really need to balance that out. So
True.
Shoot that.
So, I noticed that. You mentioned the ammo not refilling, and so I watched people be so good at Hex that then they have to kill themselves because they've exhausted everything, and no one's touched them yet.
We kind of boxed ourselves into a corner there because we built our maps in such a way that there wasn't really a way we could add add like ammo refill areas without it damaging the game. And a lot of our guns are balanced, which is kind of lazy and probably not very good of us, on the basis of their ammo count. So if we did it again, we'll design the maps radically differently. So you could have spawn areas where you could replenish your ammo and make them a bit bigger and more spaced out. But in our smaller maps, there'll be infinite ammo basically. So.
Right.
Yep.
Very cool. So actually, this will be a good point. So we're going to actually start opening this up to audience questions. So for those of you who are watching on Twitch, we do these in the Twitch chat. And when we answer your questions, you get added to a private server, and you're going to get to play a few rounds of Hex with us and the creators. So there are two things that you should keep in mind. The first is to go to your settings on Roblox under the privacy tab and set it so that all users can invite you to a VIP server. So that way I can get you in that game. The second is to make sure to put your Roblox username in your question in the Twitch chat. That's all you need to know. Those two things, you should be good to go. If you have any questions for Owen or Silent Swords about how they make Hex, cool stuff about them, whatever you want to know, do that. I've got the chat right here. Andrew's going to keep playing. We're going to keep chatting with them. But yeah, go ahead
and ask the
start
creator.
doing that. Yeah, you need to ask the creators on the Creator Show.
Yeah, can't
Sweet.
wait.
So yeah,
Looks
while the questions are rolling in, I'm just gonna keep. I'm not having a good round here. My last round was okay. I don't think I was at a 1-to-1 kill to death ratio, but I think I was close.
You're getting used to third person, yes.
I'm doing it, guys. The other
really
day I
proud.
said I'm gonna learn how to do this, and
I tried to play in first person for a while, and eventually had to just admit that is not the way you play Hex.
yeah, it's not. I really love the evade equipment.
Oh, no, it's wonderful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Like, it used to be like an experiment.
I don't regret it, I think. if I remember.
Honestly,
Well, you did.
I remember the first time I saw this game, playing it and seeing people evading. I'm like, how do you do that? That's all I wanted to
Yeah,
know.
it's like the most commonly asked question.
Yeah.
Like, how do you dive? How do you dive?
Pro tip: get the evade power up equipment. I guess it's called. I'm gonna do some diving right now.
Yeah, just dive around. It's the best part.
Yes.
Some people chain those and combo, and they're getting real MLG up in here.
Yeah, this guy's pretty MLG. He just crouched in midair.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We don't follow physics.
No, why would you? You don't have to.
Right.
Oh, that dive, man. Into the water, swan style. I'm looking pretty amazing.
Let's see.
It's a bad use of the...
I've got questions that don't have usernames and usernames that don't have questions.
When you ask your question, put your Roblox username at the end. You should just ask one, and that person just doesn't get the special server.
So here's an easy one. Let's start with this. Blue Wizard 12345 wants to know how long it took to complete Hex.
From start to finish, I would say we first had the idea January 2014.
Yep, that sounds about right, yeah.
Or maybe even earlier. We haven't worked solidly since then. We kind of took very, very long breaks and were very, very lazy at points and started again roughly a couple of times. But some of the code in the gun is the stuff we did in January. So yeah, over a year, because we released it mid-February this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Too long is the answer to that question.
Were you guys working on it that whole time over that year, every day or maybe a couple times a week?
No, we were
No.
lazy. There was a whole month we did nothing, and then
It was more like short bursts, really, a couple of days after another of really hard working, and then a month break or something.
a month of doing, logging on, pressing a couple of buttons, and logging back off again.
Gotcha.
And avoiding each other so we can't make each other do work.
True.
So kind of been doing it among other things.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Gunster25 wants to know what's the most important aspect of a game for you?
To me personally, it's the game feel. I really want the game to be responsive. If I press a button, I want to know what happens in game, and I want to get feedback basically. So if I play a shooter and I click my left mouse button and 2 seconds later my shots appear, that's very bad game feel, and that's something that really, that's really important to fix in someone's game. It's really good. I
was going to take feel, but I guess I have to make one up now. I like games with good multiplayer. I find most single-player games I've played have been a bit boring. So I enjoy a game that has much more longevity like that.
Okay.
A game that's not you're not spending $60 and then picking it up and then it's lasting 5 or 6 hours and then you're done. You feel a bit ripped off then. So I like a game that's got some meat to it.
Yeah,
some replayability.
Yeah, we certainly find that both in Roblox and the video game industry as a whole, multiplayer heavy games do tend to be the ones that have the longest tails and last for a while and become those kind of like cultural phenomenons. So Riffath33 wants to know if there are any plugins you guys would suggest for developing. Did you use any plugins for Hex?
Oh, well, I do use one I use commonly. That's both the gap fill by Stravand, I believe.
Okay.
Which is really, really handy to fill those nasty gaps between your bricks. And I also use the building tools by F3X. I really like this one because, well, it offers a variety of functions and it's really easy to use. It also has keyboard shortcuts, so it's really, really nice.
Those are F3X and Gap
F3X,
Fill?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So search those out in the plugins library on Roblox.
Yeah, both of those I can attest, both of those are very excellent.
Whoa.
I was just using Gap Fill the other day. Someone showed that to me because my little apartment I made has tons of little slivers in the walls and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks sloppy, and that thing just fixed it. Now it looks ace.
Really good for fixing stuff.
Yeah.
Or if you make some impossible C-frame that you have to fill, gap fill makes miracles, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I really should get that. I mean, I've been using the same system menu layout with no plugins for about 7 years now. I'm very resistant to change, so I really should catch up. I really should get used to this stuff.
Yeah, maybe you should. Yeah.
Give it the time, Owen. So, I can only assume this guy's name is Blazing Blades, using L3s as Bs. Will you add knives to the game at all?
Oh, like a melee function.
Yeah.
It's very tricky to do well, especially because Roblox games are typically associated with slightly higher latency than other games. And with melee, if say you've got quite a laggy player who's playing in Europe or somewhere where the ping's a bit higher, or if someone's playing in America and then they could be stabbed from several feet away, and we haven't really found a good way of working around that yet. Every attempt we do to do a melee weapon that avoids that problem just makes it really useless, and you're better off just shooting them. So if we figure it out and if we kind of put our heads together and figure something smart enough, we'd like to do that, but so far we have not much luck.
Cool.
Yeah, we definitely want to. We just haven't found a way to do it. Yeah.
Got it. Awesome Pwet. Thanks. You guys have great usernames. Wants to know how you guys actually met. You mentioned you've known each other for 7 years, but how'd you meet?
I think they must have. I think I went to one of some really, really old games, and I think it was a board game or something like that, or mini games, or
could be
just something. And I went, that's pretty neat, and then took it from there.
I think I wanted someone to work with me on a project, and I think I met you during that. And
a long time ago.
Like a really long time ago. I don't even know exactly what happened, but I think we worked together pretty well, and we kind of stuck around each other. So yeah.
Oh, it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a really long time.
Nice.
Need a break.
User Fluffy Panda CX wants to know what are your guys' personal favorite things about Hex.
Ooh.
I want to take field this time before.
Sure, go ahead.
I'm thinking field. I like how it feels. I like how the guns feel resounding. You shoot someone, you get a nice clicky sound. There's no delay in waiting for your shots to hit.
Yeah, really
I
fast
think the
paced.
shooting mechanics are very tight, and that's something I'm quite proud of. So yeah, I like that.
Nice.
Yeah. I personally like my. It's gonna sound a bit selfish, but I really like Pagoda as a map. I'm actually kind of proud of that sort of Japanese design.
Did you make that map?
Yeah, I made a map. Well,
Hold up.
Owen made the basis for it, and I actually I did the coloring in of it basically.
Okay,
the team
gotcha.
And
You did a great job at Pagodas.
yeah, it turned out really great actually.
Yeah, I like that map.
I also like the design on a lot of things. I'm actually quite proud of the thumbnail that's currently up. I've actually it's kind of a personal favorite of mine.
Mm-hmm. It's got the whole game has a nice unified aesthetic to it, which is cool. The weapons, the levels, the UI.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely try to do that. Yeah.
So user Hulky13 wants to know how old are you guys? I guess maybe more abstractly, are you guys in school right now, and what grades? Are you in university or?
I'm 20. I'm at university.
All right.
Yeah, I'm 19. The schooling system is a bit different here in Holland, but I'm actually going to university now. So
Cool. What are you guys studying?
I'm doing economics.
And I'm going to do game engineering.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Very different career paths.
That's a good combination, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can make games and then make money off of them.
It's like there's usually one or the other. But you guys, a dynamic duo.
Oh, definitely.
I've got the boring job though. I mean, he gets to make games.
Yeah.
It's not boring if you like it, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Toss that grenade.
Let's see.
Nope.
Close call.
Someone's FX Rays wants to know about the voice in Hex.
The voice in Hex, yes.
It's
Headshot.
a guy called Hollis.
Yin Yang.
He's called Yin Yang 4 on Roblox.
Yeah.
And we made a post in the developer forum saying, if we had several voice actors beforehand, some of them did half the lines, some did one or two, then left. So we had a lot of people trying out for it, and then we just said, we need a voice actor with a fairly deep voice who can sound, intimidating. And Yen stepped up, and then we had a 2-hour Skype call, and it was all done. So
Yeah. He's done great work, that's for sure.
You did you do the recording through Skype?
no, he recorded it locally. But
I was gonna say,
he
what?
kind of read the lines out, and we picked them right.
That's awesome. So it was an audition?
Actually, had another like voice actor pack.
Yeah.
You get a female voice or like a different accent or something.
Oh, that's a great idea, yeah.
Yeah.
Do that.
That would be
Voice pack
awesome.
DLC. That'd be great.
I can just think about the sky is the limit with that one. Just
Yeah.
every voice imaginable. I want like Cookie Monster.
Right? Yeah, we can totally
accents.
get some SpongeBob voices in there. That'd be excellent. Jill Miles wants to know approximately how many scripts are in Hex.
Ooh.
Scripts, one or two global ones, and then one or two local ones. There's a lot of libraries which are module scripts we use.
Okay.
But the majority, most of it's done in. We've got one, 2, or 3 scripts, so that
I guess.
I think the total amount of lines in our
Yeah, I guess maybe how many lines would you estimate that is?
I think
I don't think
30,000.
about it.
I think I
30,000?
counted them. 30,000, yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of lines.
That's not big.
Well, we didn't write it in one day, so it's, it just added up.
Maybe 30 is a bit more. Maybe 20. Not that it makes a huge difference. Once you get past 5,000, it's all meaningless.
Yeah.
It's all
True.
Awesome.
huge amounts of time and pain.
So one of the things I want to talk about is that the community for Hex is actually pretty active and strong. It's well, maybe not like the most popular shooter on Roblox. Like the people who play it play a lot, and they're very dedicated. And you also get like fans and fan art, right?
Yeah, tons of it,
We ran a
yeah.
competition lately. We got about 30, 40 entries, and they've all been great.
Yeah, they're awesome.
That's super excellent. Do we have?
We've got some fan art that we
Yeah,
can
we
we can
sent
show.
them over, yeah.
We'll show
let's,
that.
let's pull that up.
Yeah, let's pull some of that up right now. We got some of this sweet fan art, which is on your screen right now.
Yeah, so you guys sent over a bunch of examples. A lot of it was cool. We just picked 6 or so from the selection to show you guys. So like a lot of very different like interpretations of Hex. My favorite thing about these is they're like, you can tell they're people who are like, I'm in school and I'm thinking about Hex right now. Like,
Yes.
it's on notebook paper.
That's a
with
really
pens.
good point. It totally feels like they doodled that in class, which means that instead of learning like geography, they're planning out their Hex strategies.
Yeah, and which is like,
which is great.
I totally have been there before. Oh, hi. So I don't know. That's got to be kind of flattering though to see that sort of thing. Like people are drawing about your game, just because they're
It's
into
an
it.
amazing feel, yeah.
I mean, as you say, like, we may not be the biggest or the most popular shooter on Roblox, but it kind of makes it all worthwhile when you see. And that sounds ridiculously cliche, but it kind of makes it all feels good when you see that people are actually really enjoying your game.
Oh yeah, that's got to be I mean, it's not a feeling I know because I've never made a game, but I've made some stuff and people have seen it. And it's just it's not any feelings that it's probably quite like it. Like people are interacting with your thing on such a deep level. So, and
the fact that you can tell something like an interesting story related to that is right after Hex release, for 2 weeks there was a bug in it that meant no new player could join Hex. And we completely missed this for 2 weeks.
Oh wow!
And it was great because for those 2 weeks, the game sustained itself entirely on, recurring players.
Wow! Yeah, there's definitely a hardcore player base for sure with this.
Yeah. Which it's just great to see. It's a mechanical play. It's just great to see people enjoying it this much.
Yeah.
When it works, of course. At the moment, not many people are enjoying it.
Yeah. So I want to point out, like in the middle there on your fan art, like you've got a male and female armor variant. Which is cool. I like that. And is there a plan to add that into the game? Is that already in the game? Have I just not noticed because I'm a guy?
I mean, I kind of feel like I don't think we ever really made arms aren't particularly manly or womanly really. I feel like
no,
we never really thought about gender when making our Hex space.
No, it's true. They're all kind of.
We could do it, but they're blocks.
They are. They're very square.
There's only so much you can do with a block.
And covered up in armor. I suppose it's like there's those female Spartans and they just look like normal Spartans.
Yeah, there's slightly thinner Spartans. Yeah, so
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, we couldn't do body types. I mean, it's an idea, but it's not really a priority. I mean, I think if people really wanted it, we could fit it in. That guy, interestingly, the one who did the male and female version, he drew a blocky equivalent as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So just to show
that's very cool.
It's a cool contrast anyway.
Yeah, I always like that. Especially in the first person shooter scene. So like when we talk about kind of like girls on Roblox, like I always think of Tigress77, who like is by far the best first person shooter player I've ever seen on Roblox, and she's incredible. And so like there you go. Like they're rad, awesome shooter girls on Roblox, and that's such a cool crew. So we've got a few more things in here. A lot of you guys did not have your settings set, which happens. So we're going to add a few more people in here, and then why don't we do a round with all of us to kind of close out the show while we do some chatting. So if you heard your name on screen, then you're added to this server, so you can jump in now, but I'm going to throw a few more people in here as I see them, just kind of going to call you out. You lucky few. Hatsuke, you're in here. Get in here.
I'm gonna
throw boring in here.
So this is your personal private server?
This is my personal private server.
And it seems to be working.
Yeah, yay. Let's see.
Wow.
There we go. Can't see through the camera.
Dr. Frisia wants to know how you guys first found Roblox. Add you as a server,
YouTube video when I was like 13 maybe.
YouTube, awesome.
And it was awful YouTube. It was someone crashing a train into another train. And if anyone ever played Roblox back then, things weren't as good as they were now. The trains would hit each other and there'd be about a 5-second pause, then one would teleport into the air and break into a billion pieces. I remember looking at this going, this is amazing. Like, I need to play this now. Yeah. And back then, there wasn't a huge focus on making games. It was just people just making cool creations, pirate ships and towers and stuff.
And then usually blowing them up.
Blowing them up, yes.
Yeah. Just watch them spaz out.
That's awesome. I'm going to add Wildstorm253. Nope, no, I'm not. Bummer, bro.
So we got Joseph, a cool guy in here, Stickmasterluke, Crazy Ninja 1293, Goruka,
we got lots of people in here.
Ayunito, King Scott 44, Cool Man Bo 1, Yoshi Kart, Dark Vanquish.
I think you're in a different server.
Myself. Oh, did I join the wrong one? I think I joined the wrong one.
I mean, the one I'm in seems to be quite empty.
Yeah, those guys are cool, but
all right, well, you guys are all cool, but
yeah,
I totally just joined just any old. Okay,
yeah. You got shout-outs. got some shout-outs.
They're probably not even watching.
They're like, who? What?
All right, here I am. I'm the fourth player in the server. So come on, guys. Let's
come on in, guys.
Let's fill this thing up.
I'm gonna add. Wow, I'm literally just looking for anyone who has their privacy settings set. Ethan Gem, that's you. You did it. So yeah, to remind you guys, Blue Wizard 12345, Hulky 13, FX Razor, Blazing Blades, Jill Miles, Hatsuke, Dr. Frisia, Ethan Gem, Blizzard Venom,
Ooh.
Yeah. If your names are cool, so I want to add you.
I wish I made a cool name. Like, I committed to this 7-8 years ago. No, I wish I thought about it a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm quite content with my name. So.
Lucky for some.
You can do a username change. Remember that?
Yeah.
You can, yeah. I mean, I probably should think about it.
It does. I mean, you have a certain.
I feel a bit nostalgic about this, though. I don't want to
Yeah.
lose this one.
You've got some name
it's
recognition.
Totally you.
I would like, if Owen was available just about the numbers, I'll jump on that. But someone about 10 years ago took over and then left immediately.
Yeah. Oh, and you've been on Roblox, or both of you guys have been on for a long time. But Owen, I remember we kind of talked years ago, actually.
So long ago, yeah.
For one of your EBR showcase builds.
Yeah, it was Blocktown, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blocktown. We've actually.
Everyone's sick of Blocktown now. It's all over.
Blocktown's so iconically Roblox.
Yeah.
That's like the first imagery that a lot of people see about Roblox.
Yep.
No, I enjoyed making that. That was fun. Yeah, there was an interview a while back.
Way back, yeah.
I'm flattered you remember. Thank you.
Yeah, I that was a cool article. I remember that being the first time I discovered sort of the really high level building scene on Roblox. So
Nice. Mega Doomer Beta and Amanda, I added you in here too. And now that's a pretty full server, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna play some rounds with people. Go ahead and keep asking questions. We're gonna keep chatting while we play. Yeah, we're gonna hang out.
Boring
See,
just took me out and stole. Nope.
that was probably a mistake to add Boring in here. He's gonna wreck you. That guy's hardcore.
Yes.
Yes, there you go. Grenade kill.
Oh.
Did you just get killed by your own grenade?
killed myself.
Killed by
Yeah,
Blockhawk.
with my own grenade.
Yeah. How unfortunate.
We should have added the voiceover for that as well, like a "you suck" or something.
Yeah, definitely. You suck.
You know you're supposed to throw those, right?
Quit
Voice
playing.
This is probably my least favorite map on Hex actually, because it's so you can tell how lazy I was when I made it. It's so empty.
It's very wide open.
Sprawling. If you ever add more people to it, it could fit a larger group of people.
50 on 50.
It's like when you play 4-on-4 matches in Call of Duty and then you accidentally pick one of the big maps and you're just okay.
Yeah, I remember one of the old ones, you had 60-player servers on the really tiny maps, and then
Yeah.
That would
we
be
would spawn, and then someone would drop a grenade next to you, and okay.
Yeah, you would just drop grenades into the spawn rooms and stuff. Yeah.
And initially, Hex was like that because we were free-for-all mode, which people don't see often because it's quite rare. But initially, when we first started, everyone spawned a foot away from each other. We annoyed a lot of players when Hex first came out with that.
Yeah. It was really hectic.
Hex stick.
Hectic, yeah.
Nope. Sorry, everyone.
Hex
Are you on
stick.
the Silent?
No, I'm not. I'm lagging actually. I'm actually lagging a bit. My internet is actually.
That's
kind
what
of
they
dying
all
out.
say.
I know, right? Blaming lag.
Been too much excitement for you.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna risk joining a game.
It's okay. Blockhawk's a try hard, so.
Wait,
Yeah, you'll fin.
I think
I messed up my classes. I want evade, but I got the jetpack.
Oh,
Not that I'm complaining about the
jetpack's
jetpack.
pretty good too.
Oh, come on.
Double head.
So I like that you guys actually predate Halo in using jetpacks in a shooter. Their new game coming out basically has these Hex style jetpacks, so you can hover in the middle of the field and shoot at people.
As much as I love that, I think Halo Reach had them.
Yeah, Halo Reach.
You're right, Reach has them. You're
Let's
right.
keep quiet about that. No, you're right. That's,
No, I'm pretty sure you guys invented it.
don't tell anyone.
They're a little bit different in the new one, but yeah, yours operate more like Reaches.
Not that we're inspired by any game that resembles Halo.
I love inspiration. That's actually one of the things I tell a lot of people when they ask about making their first game. And for your first game, I figure try to make your favorite game. Think about what you like about it, or
a piece of it.
A piece of it. Try to figure out if you really like kind of Space Marine shooting each other, work that into it, and then figure out a way to twist it once you have the fundamentals down.
That's great.
Yeah, definitely.
All video games are based on other video games at this point.
Yeah,
so.
there's not really any.
We're running out of ideas.
Yeah, I mean, what can you really do? It's all just taking what's out there and making it unique with your own spin, making it better, whatever the case.
So lots of people, you mentioned a couple times in the show, like if we do it again or next time. So now people are wondering, is there a next time planned? Is there Hex 2 already in the works, or is it too early for that?
Now, I can give a little bit away, I think. I mean, our next game won't have any combat in it.
No.
What?
Huh.
I mean, so that was meant to be more dramatic than it came out.
Yeah.
The next game is going to be...
Dun dun dun. Yeah, okay.
Thank you. We'll try that again later. But our next game is going to be initially combat-free. Combat's not going to be a core mechanic at all.
No, it might appear in some cases, but it's definitely not going to be like a central focus.
I mean, it's too early to share our idea because obviously it's going to revolutionise
I'm really intrigued
the
now.
industry as a whole. And someone might steal it, but we hope to show you guys some stuff on that later on. Probably after our exams.
Still multiplayer?
Yeah.
Still multiplayer, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Multiplayer combat
Waste
free
our time with
games.
single player games.
Nah.
It's Roblox High School 2. It's gonna be it. Raise a family.
Like, adopt a kid, yes.
Yes.
Raise an adorable family.
Adopt a cute Hex baby.
Oh.
And turn it into a space marine.
Oh, we should do that.
I think both adopt a kid babies are outperforming Hex now anyway. Both adopt the kid games. So
Yeah,
logic there.
that's how you get on the front page, man.
Well.
Let's do it.
Oh yes, we got King of the Hill going. I haven't
Awesome.
seen King of the Hill yet.
No,
So-
we had a great new game mode to show off, but it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah.
So, but speaking of new game modes and hanging out with you guys again, this is a good time to mention that next month. Am I doing that?
I think so.
Is that me? What's up? I'm breaking the stream. Sorry, guys. Next month, May, is another Roblox site event. It is the ultimate competition where it is going to be competitive games, and Hex is one of the games featured on that. So now would be a really good time for you guys to practice Hex and get good at it so that you can earn badges and hats in our next site event. It's ultimate competition in May. Other games are Hide and Seek Extreme and Battle Blocks, Robot Blocks. Alex Neutron's robot fighting game, Robot Blocks.
Cool game, yeah.
Yeah, both very cool. So all games where you kind of are competing with groups of people for stuff. Lots of kind of competitive stuff. Should be very exciting. And yeah, it's looking forward to it. You guys excited to be one of the event games?
Oh no, it's great because it's going to drive a whole new audience in that hasn't experienced Hex before, and we get a chance to start a clean slate with them. So it won't break; it'll be perfect. It'll look great.
Yep,
They'll think we're amazing geniuses who have put together this wonderful game. We've got some interesting ideas how we're going to incorporate the hat giving into a game mode. We don't want to just drop hats around the map because that we want it to work with the game. So we've got some
Yeah, it kind of sounds like the way this event is kind of playing out. It seems like it's one of the ones that lends itself more to awarding hats for like specific achievements or things you do in the game versus finding them randomly, which is fun. Those are kind of like the two styles of events I think people kind of have different opinions on. But for this one, because it's definitely like the competitive nature that seems to kind of lend itself well. Oh, you almost had that.
I was so close to doing my something good.
Your red team needs to step up. They need to get in there.
I mean,
guess you guys are winning.
We're crushing
You're
the
crushing
hill,
it.
but it just moved, so we all need to flock to it right now. Man, I really like King of the Hill. I just like to toss grenades into the
thing. That's what
groups
I
of
do.
the other
I
team.
just run through and
Although I've got evade going right now. Oh no, I don't. What? When did I do that?
that guy. Awesome. Very cool. So let's see. If you guys have any final questions for the Hex guys, I think this is going to be the last round that we do before we sign off. So now.
But I just want to keep playing Hex all day.
Yeah. Oh, we'll keep playing Hex all day.
But you can.
I have to get good before the event, so I'm so terrible at this. This is probably the game that I wish I was good at that I'm the worst at, if that makes sense. Like the one that I'm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's plenty of games that I'm bad at, but like I'm okay being bad at, and this one I'm just like I really want to be good.
Did you just snipe me, Owen? Like.
I did. I hit you in the head.
Okay. All right.
Headshot.
Headshot.
Everyone
Yeah.
else there actually.
So if you guys are just joining us, you're super late. But we are playing Hex with the creators of Hex, ON0202 and Silent Swords. We got a private server going with lots of people from our Twitch chat. We're reading the chat. We're asking them questions. They're playing Hex right now, so they're a little distracted. So maybe ask them some easy ones about foods and colors and pets.
I mean,
all
I
those,
have a lot of opinions on food.
all the flavor text.
So,
Absolutely.
those are all good ones.
So yeah, and if you guys are watching on YouTube, hi, what's up? You should watch this on Twitch every other Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific, so you can see it live and actually interact with us, because it's super fun. Now's also a good time for you to hit either the follow button if you're on Twitch or the subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Those help us out quite a bit. We're on our road to 75K. When we get to 75,000 followers on Twitch, we're going to be giving away a special prize. We get prizes every 25K. Yeah.
Only if everyone says exclamation mark code.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, please ignore them.
Not yet. And that'll never be a thing.
One day, years from now, that will be the way to do it, and everybody will be like, "Oh, but you told us it would never happen." And that, cool. People are asking, "What's your favorite food color pet?"
What?
I would say, for me personally, I would say Chocolate Lab. That's my favorite food color pet.
Are there any others?
I don't know if you guys can get a better answer than that. That was off the top of my head. Pretty proud of that right now.
Chocolate Lab.
Chocolate Lab.
Food color pet.
Well, you're thinking about that.
It has to be a pet that's coloured.
Yeah, whose color of the pet is food color. There's
Ginger ale cat. I don't know.
I love my ginger ale cats.
How could you not?
Always getting those.
So Dexrev wants to know what your guys' favorite muffins are. That's become kind of a theme on this show about preferred muffins.
Has it?
It's
That's we can compare an answer.
I think it's the third episode we've asked about muffins.
I guess I'm just always in my own world playing the games.
Okay, chocolate is quite nice, as is blue.
Yeah, I actually tried some white chocolate muffins, and they're actually quite delicious.
Well, that's a bit excessive. Draw the line.
I thought they were good.
I think I'm so bad it just. Oh, I thought the game just sent me into space or something. This is not my round.
No
don't watch you
more
anymore.
round, you're done.
At least your team's winning.
For now.
Oh,
he was so close.
yeah, it was.
The shield
I got
came up.
lucky.
I think Owen has sniped me about 4 times. Like I think it was 4 times in a row. I just kept running into it like, maybe next time. Nope. Yeah, run into that grenade. Thank you.
Yes.
That's what I need. Oh. Yeah, our team is we're falling behind now.
Oh man, they're catching up.
Yeah. Jeez.
Wow. I've never seen, usually like a team pulls ahead and they stay ahead.
It's because you force
There you go.
when you're not concentrating, the team falls apart.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta do my wasty
Oh, you got a
spin.
double hex going?
They need
See if
you,
you can get
Andrew.
it to triple hex.
Oh no.
I'm gonna jinx you, I'm sorry.
Yep, good defense, that's it.
Yeah, get those assists.
It's all about those assists. For me at least. 'Cause
That's all I ever
I
get,
can't get
assists.
killed.
I'm like the
We got
point
this, got
guard
this,
of
got
Hex. John
They definitely
Stockton over
count,
here.
so.
John Stockton.
Yeah, that was a basketball player that none of you remember.
He would dish that rock off to Karl Malone like just a boss.
Oh man. But yeah. So those of you, some of you who are just coming in, things you missed in this episode include the Hex fan art, which you can see if you rewatch it on YouTube. It's very cool. Also, there will be a blog about Hex going up this weekend at blog.roblox.com. It'll include the video embed of this, as well as some of the fan art as well. So if you guys kind of wanted a better look at that fan art, we're going to have that in there.
Yeah,
you can
pull up
learn
the
more
video.
about the process of Hex and how it came about.
Press pause,
We
stare
tweet
at
the full
fan art.
album when it's finished. So, like, if you want to see all the entries, we'll probably tweet the whole thing.
Oh, sweet.
Very cool.
Just
What's
to
your
do,
guys'
like, a little-
What's your guys' Twitter? You want to?
It's Hex_Roblox.
Okay, so you guys post updates and
Yeah,
cool
we-
stuff from
I
the
don't
fans
understand.
there.
Yeah, we post regular updates.
And you guys also run your own Twitch channel, correct?
Yes, we do. Yeah. We're actually trying to get someone to stream for us.
Yes, we tried. We weren't very good at it, but we gave it a stab. We're not very entertaining people.
Right. So you guys are looking. You're looking for there's a casting call out for Hex streamers.
That's one way of putting it. Yeah, we've had some applications in, but we've been too busy to look at them properly.
Okay.
We've got some people who are definitely interested in doing it, and want to play a greater role. So yeah.
Very cool. And that's good for all you aspiring Twitch streamers. Kind of one of the best ways to go about it is to be either good or entertaining, at least at a specific game. And you can do a lot just kind of playing like one game within Roblox and streaming those specifically. We've got people who like basically only stream like Reason to Die, and that's like their whole thing. They just really love that, stuff like that. So if you're overwhelmed by the notion of streaming Roblox, you can stream your favorite Roblox game specifically, and that's kind of easy. I stream Tycoons because I'm AFK a lot and need it to be easy. And I'm also bad at games.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he almost walked right into it.
I finally got a KO on Owen.
KO.
You've had a couple now, but I thought I wouldn't mention.
Oh, really?
I'll let you realise yourself.
Yeah.
The big excitement.
Thank you. Feels pretty special.
I normally have very intense bursts doing very, very well, and then very long periods doing awfully afterwards.
Whoops. Yeah.
I seem to be falling into the trough now of just doing terrible.
I want to do like a couple lives with my sniper, see if I can. I have yet to hit anybody with it, so we'll see.
You get an instant kill for a headshot with the snipers.
Scoring points.
And you have to crouch to get 100% accuracy though, and we really should make this more clear.
Okay.
If you're shooting with a sniper and you're not crouching, you'll miss. So it's the way with balanced snipers. You have to crouch.
Which is also why I see like the snipers kind of run up and then they crouch right in front of you, and you're like, "What are you doing?" And then, blam.
Blam. Where am I going?
Blam. I keep saying it like that. I need to get a manlier blam.
Blam.
So this is coming up in the chat a lot, which we answered earlier in the thing that people may mix. People are wondering why it's named Hex, which you guys mentioned. It initially started as a hexagon grid-based conquest game.
Yeah, also unintentionally, I guess it's 6v6, and there's a
Oh,
element. So
yeah,
that
that still works too.
We'll roll with that. We'll say we did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Our Studios wants to know what your guys' favorite movies are.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one. Ooh, poof. Oh, man. Well, I've recently watched some movies, and I really like Interstellar.
Okay.
Oh, I just watched that too.
Until the end. At the end, it got awful.
You know, like that.
Just descended into absolute nonsense.
So, like pre-Tesseract.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I really like space exploration movies, just like Gravity. Although Gravity is a bit more negative towards space travel, whereas Interstellar is a bit more positive about it.
That's true. I feel like most space movies are like space is kind of one of the enemies.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's dangerous out there. Well, obviously it is, but you know, we still have to explore it. It's kind of one of the important things. But yeah, I really like Interstellar because it shows these amazing screens of like new worlds, and it kind of gives me this Star Trek vibe of like awesomeness. I really love it.
I like 2001 a lot, but on the space topic, I saw the new trailer for the Star Wars film today, and I'm very excited.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Okay. Yeah. Can we just talk about Star Wars for the rest of this?
Yeah, that's great news stream about Star Wars.
Oh man.
Chewie, we're home. Oh yeah.
Oh, so good.
When
Yeah.
you hand across and you realise it was actually a crashed Star Destroyer.
Yes, that is such a great
Just
shot.
Elevated
Yeah.
immediately.
If you guys haven't seen the trailer for The Force Awakens, we'll be ending this in like 2.5 minutes. Immediately go to YouTube and watch it.
Go watch it.
Yeah, don't leave now. Hang out here.
Sponsor.
But yeah. Speaking of space movies, my favorite movie is Space Jam. So that's pretty much a space movie.
True. Yeah, that one's awesome.
I will argue the merits of Space Jam to anyone any day of the week.
If anyone confronts you on it.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, so that rounds over.
That's over.
So we're gonna wrap it up here. I wanted to thank Owen and Silent Swords, Vincent, for coming on the show with us. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for having us.
Our pleasure. Yeah, it's so good. We always like to have that. To everyone who's watching, if you make things on Roblox and want to be featured on the show, send me, Jack in the Blocks, a message, or Blockhawk over here. Show us your game. Show us if you make YouTube videos, if you do art, if you do anything that's cool and creative and like Roblox centric, we want to see it. Even if it's not for this, we want to show it other places, which brings me to social media. You should follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube, because we share the things you guys make on all of those places. We do fan art contests, we retweet, we interact with you guys. It's a really great place for you to not only talk to us, but actually talk to other people like Owen and Vincent about the things you like on Roblox. So that's super awesome. Once again, follow us, hit that follow button. We're on our road to 75K. There's gonna be prizes soon. And if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and join us next time live on Twitch, Fridays at 2 p.m. right here. Once again, thanks so much, Owen and Vincent. I'm Jack in the Blocks. This is Blockhawk. Peace out, guys.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Bye.